Okay, let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Okay, if you're watching this, I'm telling you, you are so lucky. You are going to be so, so wealthy. Whatever you are going through in your life right now, whatever is going on in your life, I am telling you, you are going to make so much money. You are going to be a multi-millionaire. And I want to speak to that phrase, okay, whatever you are going through in your life right now, because it's doing something important. I'm not saying you'll be wealthy once your life is perfect, or once you've fixed everything, or once the hard stuff is over. I'm saying whatever you're going through right now, in the middle of it, because I think a lot of people, okay, quietly believe they have to earn their way out of struggle first. That abundance is a reward you get only after you've suffered enough, or proven enough, or become good enough. And that's not what this is saying. This is saying the wealth is coming, okay? Regardless of what you're in the middle of. You don't have to have it all together first. You don't have to be in a good place first. The abundance isn't waiting for you to deserve it. It's coming to meet you exactly where you are. Struggle and all. And if you are watching this, it is because you are meant to be here. Trust that this is not a coincidence. This has found you by spiritual design. There are messages here that are only for you. And let me just tell you something, okay? There are 8 billion people on this planet. Not everyone's going to watch this reading, but you are, because it's meant for you. And I want to sit with that phrase for a second, okay? Spiritual design, because it's a beautiful way to think about how you got here. Design means it wasn't random. Design means intention. Design means that out of everything you could have been watching right now, out of the endless scroll, this specific message about your specific wealth is the one that reached you. And whether you experience that as the universe, okay, or your guides, or just a striking piece of timing, I want you to let it land as significant, because you were clearly meant to hear this exact thing on this exact day. I'm telling you, my cards are going to very much tell you everything that I have just said. You are going to be extremely wealthy. You are going to be rich. You will live a life of riches. You will be a multi-millionaire. My tarot cards, because I believe so heavily in divination, will mimic exactly what I have said. Okay? I'm telling you, this is not a coincidence. I want you to claim this energy. Comment down below, I accept. Accept this blessing. Accept what the universe has in store for you, that you will be this rich. You will have this much money. You will have this much success. Because let me tell you, it is a blessing. It is a blessing. And this blessing is yours. It is truly yours. What is meant for you will not pass you by. This blessing is reserved for you. And I want to hold on to that line, okay? What is meant for you will not pass you by, because it's one of the most calming truths there is. Because a lot of anxiety around money, around success, comes from the fear of missing it. The fear that you'll be in the wrong place, make the wrong move, and the good thing will slip past you to someone else. But if something is genuinely meant for you, okay, then it isn't in competition with anyone else's timing, and it can't be stolen by your mistakes. It's reserved. It has your name on it. And that means you can stop clutching, stop panicking, stop bracing to miss it, because what's reserved for you will wait for you until you arrive. Your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, universe, they are there trying to make this happen for you bit by bit, step by step. And I want to sit with that, okay? Bit by bit, step by step. Because it's actually a realistic and reassuring detail. The reading isn't promising that it all lands in one magical instant. It's describing a process, a building, Pieces being moved into place one at a time behind the scenes. And that matters, okay? Because sometimes when big change is coming, you don't see it all at once. You see a small thing shift, then another, then an opportunity, then a door. And it can be easy to miss that these small movements are the big change actually arriving just in installments rather than all at once. So watch for the small steps, okay? Don't dismiss them because they're not the whole thing yet. Each little bit of progress, each door that opens, each piece that clicks into place is your angels and guides doing exactly what the reader said, building this for you bit by bit until one day you look up and it's all there. Any failure, any loss, any rejection you have been through is taking you towards a path of success. Do not doubt yourself. This is not the time to doubt yourself. And I want to speak to that directly, okay? Because it might be the most important reframe in this whole reading. Any failure, any loss, any rejection is taking you towards success, not despite the failures, through them. Because it's so easy, okay, to look back at the things that didn't work out and read them as evidence against you, proof that you're not good enough, not lucky enough, not meant for the big life. And this reading is telling you to read them the exact opposite way. Every rejection, okay, closed a door that would have led you somewhere smaller. Every loss cleared space for something better. Every failure taught you something you needed to know for the success that's coming. The path wasn't broken by those things. It was being built by them. And I want you to try something with me, okay? Because this reframe is only powerful if you actually apply it to your real history. Think of one specific rejection, one loss, one thing that didn't work out that still stings when you remember it. And now ask, okay, where did that door not opening actually send me? What did I learn? Who did I become because that thing fell through? What am I free for now that I wouldn't have been if it had worked out? Because more often than not, okay, when you trace it honestly, you find that the thing you mourned was quietly making room for something you couldn't have received with your hands still full. The rejection wasn't the universe denying you. It was the universe redirecting you toward the path that leads here. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands here shows everything is working out for you in your favor, so success can align to you. I am telling you, there is so much money that is going to come into your life that you will look at those numbers and you will think to yourself, is that a phone number? And the Ace of Wands, okay, shows a hand reaching out of a cloud, holding a single sprouting wand, fresh green leaves falling from it, a castle on a distant hill. And it's the card of a brand new spark, of raw creative fire, of the very first ignition of something that's going to grow into something enormous. And I want to stay with that phone number image for a second, okay? Because it's such a vivid, specific thing to see. And I don't think the reader picked it by accident. A number so big that your brain literally can't process it as money and momentarily reads it as something else entirely, because that's what real financial transformation feels like, okay? It's not a slightly better version of the numbers you're used to. It's numbers that don't fit your current frame at all. Amounts that your money-worried mind doesn't even have a slot for yet. And I want you to let yourself imagine it, okay? Just for a moment, even if it feels impossible. Looking at an amount with your name attached to it that's so far beyond what you're used to that you have to look twice. That's the scale this reading is pointing at. And the first step to receiving it is letting yourself believe a number like that could ever belong to you. Ace of Wands, you'll be able to do anything and everything you want to do. You will be able to enter into circles and you will be able to be a part of societies that you want to be a part of. You'll be able to talk to anyone you want to talk to. You will basically be able to do whatever it is that you want. If you have hobbies, you will be able to do those things. If you want to start new businesses, if you want to invest, if you want to grow that money into even more, if you want to help other people, you will be able to do it all. Everything is working for you in your favor. And I want to name what that phrase really points to, okay? The being able to do anything you want. Because what it's actually describing isn't just money, it's options, it's freedom, it's the removal of the word can't from your life. Because when money is tight, okay, so much of life becomes a series of can'ts. Can't go there, can't do that, can't help that person, can't take that chance, can't say yes to the thing you really want to say yes to. And the Ace of Wands is describing a life where those can'ts turn into cans, one after another, until your life opens all the way up. I need you to trust this. I need you to claim this. Okay, comment down below, I accept. Like this video, and you must be subscribed to Moonveil Tarot. Energy is energy, okay? In order to be able to receive, we must be willing to give. Because I'm telling you, if you are here, you have been brought here by spiritual design. This is not a coincidence, because I know you've been thinking about your finances. I know you have, right? So of course, you're going to attract this into your life. And I want to gently acknowledge that, okay, I know you've been thinking about your finances because it's probably truer than a stranger should be able to guess. Money worry is one of the most constant, low-grade stresses a person can carry. It's there in the background almost all the time, doing quiet math, running worst-case scenarios, sitting on your chest when you're trying to sleep. And if that's been you, okay, I want you to feel the relief this reading is offering. Not as a fantasy, but as a genuine turning. The constant math is going to get easier. The background stress is going to quiet down. The thing that's been sitting on your chest is going to lift. The other thing as well, okay, is that if you know someone who is struggling financially or they're unsure about their finances, send this to them. Send this to someone. Copy and paste the link of this reading and send it to someone. You know why? Because when you share blessings, you share energies of this nature, you get tenfold in return. Because when you want others to win and others to succeed, you know what happens. You get tenfold in return. Never, ever, ever be scared of seeing other people win. You know why? Because you will always be winning. You will always be winning. And I want to stop on that, okay? Because it's quietly one of the wisest things in this reading. Never be scared of seeing other people win. Because that fear, that flinch when someone else succeeds, comes from scarcity, from the belief that there's only so much good to go around, and every win someone else gets is one taken from you. But a person who's genuinely abundant, okay, doesn't think that way. They can celebrate other people's wins freely because they know there's more than enough, and someone else's success takes nothing from theirs. And cultivating that generous, non-jealous heart isn't just being nice. It's aligning yourself with the exact abundance you're trying to attract. Okay? I'm telling you, there is such a powerful energy here. You are going to be a multi-millionaire. You are going to be so successful. Everything around you is going to flourish and grow. The Empress got Empress energy, you know, whether you're male, female, however you identify, the Empress here is someone who is rich. Rich because yes, they have money, but also rich because of character. Rich because of understanding. Rich because of respect. rich because of their intellect. You are rich. You are rich. You are going to become richer, okay, because money is going to add to the equation. You're already a very good person. You're already very kind-hearted. You have a lot to give. You're very intellectual, very smart. You are only going to become richer, and the financial aspect is going to add to that. And the Empress, okay, sits on a lush cushioned throne in a field of golden wheat, a crown of 12 stars, a flowing river, and a rich forest behind her, the symbol of Venus at her side. And she is the great mother of the deck, the card of abundance itself, of things growing lush and full all around her, simply because she is there. And I want to sit with the way the reader described rich, okay? Because it's the heart of this card. Rich because of character, rich because of understanding, rich because of respect, rich because of intellect, and then money added on top. Because here's the order that matters, okay? The reading isn't saying money will make you a good person. It's saying you're already rich in the ways that count most. The character, the kindness, the intelligence, the depth, and the money is simply going to join what's already there. And that's important, okay? Because it means the wealth won't change who you are. It'll amplify it. A good person with money becomes a generous force. A kind person with resources becomes someone who can actually help. The money doesn't replace your richness of character. It gives it hands and feet and the power to act in the world. So I think it's really, really amazing to see the Empress and also, richer in love, having people around you that love you, care for you. That's something that's really going to grow as well. So I think it's really beautiful that we are seeing this energy here. Okay, and I'm telling you, there's lots of surprises. You'll be able to go places that you've always wanted to go to. You'll be invited to places, events. You'll be able to travel. You'll be able to really enjoy new foods, new places, new hobbies, new things, new gadgets. Meet lots of new people, and you'll feel settled down. Yes, but there's a lot of discovery, and I want to name how joyful that list is, okay? Because it's easy to skim past as just a list of nice things, but notice the theme running through all of it. Newness, new places, new foods, new people, new experiences, discovery. Because there's a particular kind of aliveness, okay, that comes from newness, from your world expanding, from experiences you've never had before. And when life has been tight or stuck or heavy, your world tends to shrink down to the same small routines. And this is the opposite. Your world blowing wide open again, full of firsts, full of wonder, full of things to discover. Even the Ace of Wands represents discovery. Ace of Wands also represents, a sense of joy and a sense of peace and a sense of excitement. The Hierophant, and then with the Hierophant, this is, locked in. Like if you want to settle down and be, in a stable relationship, it's absolutely here for you. If you're already with someone, it just grows to get better. And I think the most important thing here is that, this is not a fickle kind of relationship. It's very stable. It's very loving. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of fulfillment. You won't have to worry so much. There's just going to be so much peace. And the Hierophant, sits between two great stone pillars, one hand raised in blessing, two students kneeling before him, crossed keys at his feet. And he is the card of commitment, of tradition, of things becoming official and settled and lasting. The marriage, the long term, the locked in. And I want to sit with that word the reader used, okay? Fickle. Because naming what this isn't tells you a lot about what it is. Fickle love is the hot and cold kind, the here then gone, the kind that keeps you guessing, that runs warm one day and distant the next, that never quite lets you feel safe. And if you've had that kind, okay, you know how exhausting it is. The constant uncertainty, the walking on eggshells, the never being able to fully relax because you don't know where you stand from one week to the next. And the Hierophant is promising the opposite, okay? Stable, steady, locked in, a love that doesn't keep you guessing. That's the same on Tuesday as it was on Sunday, that lets your nervous system finally settle because you know it's not going anywhere. Peace, again, is something you cannot buy. You know what's really amazing and the greatest blessing? You've got so many things on this table that you cannot buy. That is true wealth. Yes, money. You've got it. It's here on the table. It's going to come to you. But you've got things here like peace, being able to sleep at night, having loyal people around you, which I see here is going to grow. So if you don't have loyal people around you right now, you're going to. These are things you can't buy. You're going to have it. And that is true richness. Above all, true richness. You're going to be so rich and so happy. So rich and so happy. And I want to slow all the way down here, okay? Because this might be the most important thing the whole reading said. You've got so many things on this table that you cannot buy. That is true wealth. Because it would be easy, okay, for a reading about becoming a multimillionaire to be only about money. But look what the cards put on the table right next to the money. Peace. The ability to sleep at night. Loyal people. Love that's stable. A heart that's rich in character. And those are the things, okay, that people with all the money in the world sometimes never get. Because you can't buy peace. You can't buy loyalty. You can't buy the ability to lie down at night and actually rest. And the fact that the cards are giving you both the money and the things money can't buy means you're getting the whole picture of wealth, not just the hollow half of it. And I want to name why that matters so deeply, okay? Because it's the difference between wealth that heals you and wealth that just relocates your problems. There are people who get all the money and are still miserable, still anxious, still unable to sleep, still surrounded by people who don't really love them because money on its own never touched the deeper things. But the wealth the cards are showing you, okay, comes with the deeper things included. The peace, the rest, the loyal people, the stable love, which means it's not going to be the kind of hollow success that leaves you rich and empty. It's going to be the kind that actually makes your life feel as good as it looks. And I think you specifically, okay, are being shown this because you're the kind of person who would trade all the money for the peace if you had to choose. And the beautiful thing is you don't have to choose. The cards are handing you both, the money and the peace, the success and the sleep at night, the wealth and the love, all of it on the same table. It's amazing. It really is, like, genuinely amazing. Look at that. Your finances are going to grow and get stronger. I see here, savings growing. So I feel like you're going to be doing some form of investing down the line. Or if you invest somewhere, it seems to me like it grows more and more, and your wealth just grows and grows and escalates and progresses and gets stronger and stronger and stronger. The Two of Wands. And then, especially here with the Two of Wands as well, there's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of success. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of discovery. Again, I keep saying the same words, but it's clarification, right? That what I'm seeing is coming out again on the cards. And the Two of Wands, okay, shows a figure standing on a castle rampart, holding a small globe of the world in one hand, a wand in the other, gazing out over the land and sea toward the horizon. And it's the card of vision, of planning your expansion, of standing in what you've already built and looking out at the much bigger world you're about to step into. And it's almost to me, okay, like you could use your money and it will just grow again. Kind of, it replenishes. It's like a subscription cycle. You know, you use it up and then you get delivered a new one, except you don't have to pay for it. It's this kind of energy because it's your money, right? Like you use your money and then it just appears again in your account. So there's a real sense here of growth financially. And I love that image, okay? The money that replenishes itself, because it points to a specific kind of wealth that changes everything. Most people experience money as a fixed amount that only goes down. You have a pile and every expense makes it smaller, and there's a constant low fear of it running out. But replenishing money, okay, money that flows back in as fast as it goes out, is a completely different experience. It's the difference between a bucket and a spring. A bucket empties, a spring keeps producing. And the reading is describing a spring, wealth with a source under it, that refills itself so the fear of empty finally goes away. And I want to name what that does to a person, okay? Because it's bigger than the money itself. The fear of empty is one of the most corrosive fears there is. It's the fear that runs underneath every spending decision, every bill, every unexpected expense, the low, constant dread of the bottom falling out. And when that fear finally goes, okay, something in you unclenches that's been clenched for years. You can breathe differently. You can make decisions from possibility instead of panic. You can be generous without flinching, say yes without calculating, rest without that background hum of what if it runs out. So the replenishing money, okay, isn't just about having more. It's about finally being free of the fear that shaped so much of how you've lived. And that freedom, honestly, might be the richest part of all of it. The Three of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles here as well. Three of Pentacles basically resembles a powerful energy here of people that are on the same page as you, and people that don't take away your money, are not after your money, right? They actually want to work with you. They want to build with you. They want to grow with you. They want to live with you. They want to build a life with you. They're on the same page as you. And the Three of Pentacles, okay, shows a craftsman standing on a bench in a great cathedral, two others beside him holding the plans, the three of them collaborating on the work. And it's the card of teamwork, of building something lasting with others, of the right people coming together to create something none of them could build alone. Because one thing I see here, okay, is as you go through time, a lot of people around you will actually grow to have very similar amounts of money as you. So you'll all kind of be on the same page. And I want to name why that detail matters so much. Okay? Because it protects everything else. A real fear people have about coming into money is that it'll change their relationships, that people will start wanting things, that friends will become resentful, or that you'll never know who's around for you and who's around for what you have. And the Three of Pentacles is answering that fear directly. Okay? The people around you aren't after your money. They're not takers. They're builders. People who want to grow alongside you, who rise as you rise, who are on the same page. So you don't have to become guarded or suspicious The wealth won't cost you your people. If anything, it'll be something you build together. Stronger relationships. Okay, stronger relationships. And if you're worrying about like love and relationships, it's going to be okay, because one thing I'm seeing here is that you're not going to have to worry about like people taking money away from you, because everyone around you is going to be quite like-minded in the sense that they will understand your growth because they will also go through growth. So that's really interesting. Like, for example, if you have friends, they will also become quite wealthy. If you have a partner, they will also become quite wealthy. If not, you will meet someone at the same level. So that's what I'm seeing here, okay? So I just feel here that it gets better. Don't worry about love. Don't panic about it. You're going to be a multi-millionaire. And before I close this out, I want to leave a few things to actually hold on to, okay? First, the money is real and it's coming, loves. The Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the Two of Wands all pointed the same way. Wealth flooding in, numbers so big you'll think you're looking at a phone number. Money that replenishes itself like a spring instead of draining like a bucket. The second, but the real wealth, is the things you can't buy. Peace, sleeping at night, stable, non-fickle love, loyal people, a heart already rich in character. The cards put those on the table right next to the money because you're getting the whole of wealth, not the hollow half. The third, your people rise with you. The Three of Pentacles showed builders, not takers. People on the same page who grow as you grow. The money won't cost you your relationships. It becomes something you build together, and you never have to become guarded to protect it. And I want to answer why this reached you now, okay? Because you'd been thinking about your finances, carrying that quiet, constant money worry, wondering if it was ever going to ease, and it's easing, okay? And you were meant to hear that today by spiritual design, so you could set the worry down a little sooner than the abundance was going to arrive on its own. I don't pull the Ace of Wands, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles, all telling the same story of wealth and stable love and loyal people by accident. This is already clear, okay? The Ace of Wands confirmed everything working out in your favor, money so big it looks unreal. The Empress confirmed you're already rich in character and the money adds to it. The Hierophant confirmed stable, locked in, non-fickle love and deep peace. The Two of Wands confirmed wealth, travel, discovery, and money that replenishes itself. And the Three of Pentacles confirmed loyal people on the same page who build with you and rise with you. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay, slowly, so it actually settles. You are going to be wealthy, okay, genuinely multi-millionaire wealthy, with money that grows and replenishes and keeps getting stronger. And every failure, every loss, every rejection you've been through was never proof against you. It was the path quietly leading you here. And the money comes with the things money can't buy. Peace, rest, stable love, loyal people, a life that opens all the way up, surrounded by people who rise right alongside you. And all you have to do is stop doubting yourself, claim it, keep your generous heart, and let what's reserved for you finally arrive. One message: what is meant for you will not pass you by, and this much wealth, this much peace is meant for you. So claim it, loves. Comment below, I accept, and let the universe hear you seal it in. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Moonveil Tarot, like this reading, and share the blessing with someone who needs it too, because when you share it, it comes back to you tenfold. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You have spent so long, carrying the quiet weight of money, doing the math in your head, lying awake with it, wondering if it would always be this tight, this heavy, this uncertain. And this reading found you, by design, to tell you that the weight is lifting, not just that money is coming, though it is, but that peace is coming with it. Rest, loyal people, love you don't have to worry about. The whole rich life, not just the bank balance. So let yourself believe it, okay? Let yourself claim that you're allowed to be that wealthy, that safe, that at peace. The failures didn't disqualify you. They prepared you. And everything that's meant for you, all of it, is still reserved, still coming, still yours. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.